So, when we cold brew coffee, we coarse grind it. The reason is a slow saturation, because we're going to leave this for a very long time, and also to prevent silting, where fine grinds are coming through the silk bags we're using as filters. You can do any quantity really by just changing the recipe to your own personal taste, but the way that we do this here is we use a two filter system. We have synthetic silk bags. You can buy these at any coffee supply place. This is what, like a 4-gallon, it looks like, container.
It's like 14 quarts, right?
14 quarts is what we utilize.
Yeah, so.
Oh,
but it's, we have the
4 quarts in a gallon.
in the ground.
So it's like a 4-gallon container. Okay. We have coarse ground Cat's Best. This is the only thing we order ground because we basically brew it like that. And grinding 5 pounds even in an industrial grinder is just not fun. So we've stored this in a cool dry place. We're going to, as I said, we use a 2 filter system, and the paper filters are behind me. So what we do is this gives us a little bit of room as far as like preventing silting and anything getting through into the end result of the iced coffee. So before I put the coffee beans into the silk filter, I'm going to use a paper filter as well. Now that we have this in place, we'll put this 5-pound bag into here. The way that we brew our iced coffee is, thank you very much, it does come out as a concentrate. If you were not going to dilute this by half when serving it, you would use half the amount of coffee. Alright, now we're going to start with 7 quarts. There we go. Hopefully not hot water. Alright, 7 quarts of room temperature water. Before we seal up the paper filter, we're going to pour this over so that we ensure that it saturates the beans instead of having to dry in the middle and wet on the outside. Nobody wants sweet, bitter coffee, and nobody wants to waste a couple pounds.
That smells good there, huh?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That is Katz's House Blend. It is one of my favorite of our lighter roasts here.
It's a blend of Guatemalan and Sumatra.
Smells good.
Oh, cool.
It's a lot of ground coffee to smell, that's why.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Now, really want to make sure that I get it as much as I can around the edges. Cool. So, now it smells even better. You can see that delicious, swampy goodness there.
I smell it from here.
Mmm. Now, you don't want to tie this bag too tight, and the reason is it's going to basically keep that coffee in the center, and it's going to stay dry in the middle and wet on the outside. So you give it some room so it can move around. And then what we're going to do is pour the next 7 quarts over the top. Then this is going to sit for 24 hours at room temperature or in a fridge cold. We do it at room temperature here.
Wow, 24 hours.
24 hours. You know, the variation in the time that I've been in coffee for toddy has gone, I mean, people brew it at 12 hours to 24. I've never really seen less or more.
And if you're not sure, you just taste test it.
Yeah.
That's the surest way.
Yeah, if you're developing a toddy, really you just kind of have to play around. All right. And voila. Now again, this is a concentrate. I do like to move it around a little bit, try and get the air bubbles out. You don't want to push too hard on the paper filter or your finger will go right through, which is why we have the secondary filter, just in case. All right. Now this batch is going to sit, and all I need to do is write down on the board when it's ready. Any questions about the toddy process? So, like I said before, or I guess I was almost going to say it, there's 4 to 10 milligrams of caffeine in each bean. 3,500 to 5,000 beans in a pound, and that's 5 pounds. So you're talking about 20,000 milligrams sitting in there of caffeine, eventually being diluted into about 90 to 100 servings. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to go down.
It's very popular.